check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check.
Thank you for tuning in to Wind Down Wednesdays. I'm your host, Shay Ellison, and this is
Tamikio Green.
And today's topic is going to be about rent versus home ownership. Tamikio, what you got on rent today?
So with renting, I could only actually come up with two pros versus the cons. I decided that I kind of wanted to do a pro and con type of situation to explain why I feel like ownership is better than renting. I had to use the internet, guys, because like I said, I can only come up with two off the top of my head. So as far as what Google says, because everybody knows if Google says it, then it's 100% true. But Google says that you pay less up front. I'm gonna let Shay get a little bit more into the down payment portion as far as home ownership goes. But according to Google, even if you have to pay a down payment, a first month, a last month, and a security deposit is typically less than what you would have to pay for a down payment for a house. So I guess I'll let the internet win in that case. The internet also said that relocation is going to be easier, which I kind of agree with, because there are some additional steps if you were trying to move out of your home and had to sell your home. You know, there are some additional steps that you'd have to take in order to be able to relocate. But that's what the internet says. What I said was free maintenance. So if your toilet stops up or you get a leaky faucet or something like that, then you have a maintenance man or woman that comes out and fix those things. Now the issue with that is the word free. We like to say that it's free, but I can almost guarantee you that somewhere in some shape or form it's wrapped up in what you're paying in your rent. It's just not itemized, but it's definitely there. They're not working for free. They're getting paid somehow, some way. And then, of course, you have amenities. We all love amenities, pools. They may come pick up your trash once a week, or I have a son, so I don't have to worry about those types of things. Business center, tennis court, those types of things you guys may consider amenities. And, that's just what we enjoy. We like to have those type of things. So, if you're renting, you may have a nice pool out there, unless you have people that come from every which way and decide that they want to swim in your pool and take up your space. But we're not going to really get into that. All right, so the cons as far as renting. Of course, we know with renting, your rent is going to increase each and every year. I haven't come across anyone whose rent has not increased year over year. And sometimes it's increasing anywhere from $50 to $150, and that can make a big difference. You don't have any control over the space. If you guys were at my home buyer workshop, then you heard me go over this there. You can paint the wall in your apartment. They may give you permission to paint the wall, but you best believe you have to have that wall painted back the exact same color. They're going to take your security deposit. No personalization, no equity, no tax breaks. You're not building anything as far as generational wealth while renting. So, that's a con for me. We're all in the day and age where we're trying to leave things behind for our children, and, be able to help our family members in a time of need. You're not able to really do that as far as renting goes. And then, of course, you're paying your landlord's mortgage. If you're staying in the house, then more than likely you're paying their mortgage if they're smart. I did also want to mention one other thing before I threw it to you.
What's that?
Typically, the most feedback that I get as far as renting goes is people say they don't want to live in a home that's technically not theirs for 15 to 30 years. Do you hear that a lot?
Yeah, I do.
So I like to give the example of my age. So if I had become a homeowner the time that I began renting, which was at the age of 18, I'd already be halfway through paying on a 30-year mortgage, or I'd have a year left maybe if I was, paying on a 15-year mortgage. So don't think of it in the way of you're paying on something that is going to take forever to own. She'll get into some of the different things that you can actually do to get others to pay your mortgage, or simply just to be able to move out of a home and still own it and not have to worry about living there for 30 years without it technically being yours, because it is yours. I also, lastly, because I know I'm running on, I wanted to mention some statistics because we are here to teach, we are here to educate. I recently came across a study, and I'm gonna make sure I'm giving you guys the exact numbers. I recently came across an article that went over the net worth of a homeowner versus a renter. So renters, if you're renting right now, since 2013, your net worth decreased from $5,500 to $5,200. So that's about a 5% decrease over the last 6 years. While a homeowner increased, I don't know what the numbers were before, but a homeowner's net worth right now is $231,400 on average. That's what I just read from an article, and I can absolutely leave the receipts down below.
Y'all know I'm a math person, so let me just put that into perspective. So you just said that a homeowner's net worth is about $231,400.
Right.
But the renters don't have decreased from $5,500 to $5,200.
Right.
So let me do the math. So y'all, what she's basically saying, and I know y'all probably can't see this, but to let you know I really did do the math. A homeowner has 44 times the net worth of a renter. We ain't talking about age specific or occupation specific. It's specific.
Let's not go there.
But 44 times that amount. And I know on my Facebook page, I've posted that same number at least 2 or 3 times in different formats. The actual number is 44.5%, but I've posted 44 times. So that means if I'm a renter, I'm only worth $5,200,000, while you're a homeowner and could possibly be 44 times greater, which is 231 plus some. Mm-hmm. Y'all, the numbers don't lie. Like, we're not making this stuff up. Like, this is pure research and pure data. And you mentioned something when you was talking that, renting doesn't create a, generational wealth, but actually being a homeowner does. And that's, one of the real reasons why I feel like, someone should own a home is for generational wealth. We all have kids that's growing up, they going to public schools, private schools, college, playing sports. I feel like when you really sit down and analyze this stuff, it all makes sense. When you're renting, you have nothing going towards savings far as for your kids. But with home ownership, every time you make a payment, whatever your mortgage amount is, every time you make a payment, you just think of a portion of that is going into equity. And think of equity as an abstract savings account, meaning it's not technically at the bank, you can't technically see it, but it's within your home.
It's tangible.
It is tangible because once the cash is in your hand, that makes it tangible. But at this point, it's abstract, so you can only go off of what numbers say. So equity is basically the difference in what your house is worth and how much you owe on a home. So every time you're making a payment, that's going towards your equity. It's an automatic savings. So instead of you looking at it as an expense, think of a portion actually going to savings. From that equity, you can put your kids in a better school system. You can fund their college tuition. You can help family during hard times. You can buy another investment property. You can
take a trip,
relax, remodel your home, fix repairs, whatever the case is, you have that equity there in a time of need. some people don't even have a reason, have anything going on, but if something bad happens, who you gonna call to help you? You can actually go back into your investment, which is your home, and actually fund some of the hardships that you're having. I also think with home ownership, one of the pros of it is a lifestyle. You tend to have a different type of social status than what you previously had. You be around more like-minded people. You be, congregating with your neighbors, and you discuss different things than what you would with a realtor. Not belittling renters at all, or nothing like that. But the conversation is a little bit different. It's a little bit more serious, and like we said today, it's a little more woke. So, your social status tends to change. Statistics has shown that kids technically do better in schools when they're actually in a stable home and not moving around from lease to lease, or things of that situation, or being in a situation where you may have to go stay with a family member in hard times. But really, you have no leverage when you're renting. So just think about it. You work hard for a home. God forbid something happens, you lose your job, or someone's health decline, and you can no longer afford to stay in your home, but you don't want to give up your home. If you have a family member that's willing to let you stay with them so you can get back on your feet, why not rent out your property? Make it a temporary rental a rental situation. Mm-hmm. That way, it gives you enough time to get you back on your feet where you need to be, and you're able to move back in your place. So, and that person is still paying your mortgage, so you don't have to worry about going into foreclosure. You don't have to worry about somebody being in your business. It's just a temporary fix. So you do have a lot of leverage. Also, you have tax benefits. With owning a home, you can write off a lot of the interest that you paid during the year. So those are just some things to think about. Me personally, I like to every Sunday, actually when I finish this video, I'm gonna do this, but mostly every Sunday or Wednesday, I analyze my expenses. I like to know I'm paying this same amount every month, whether it's 15 years, whether it's 30 years, versus, my lease about to be up tomorrow or next month. I got to go talk to them and see how much it's going to go up if I'm going to stay here. Or if they're going to charge me too much and they ain't want to do no improvements, then I got to go up the street and research. And that's more time. That's more moving expenses that I have to create or, budget for. So those are just some things to think about. I say all the time that, be a homeowner for yourself and for your family first. Not because John, Dick, and Harry doing it and it seemed popular. Like, really do the research. It makes sense. You have a lot of leverage. There's a lot of things you could do. And God forbid, if your house goes into foreclosure, you have an agent like us that can bail you out. We can sell that house. It doesn't go on your financial records or anything like that, and you can move forward and start over if need be. But those are some of the things I always preach. But it's up to you guys to really put it into effect and make it make sense.
So as you guys can see, we could really probably talk about this all day.
All day.
It's really passion. It's a passion for us because there is such a big difference, just even culture-wise sometimes, in between renters and homeowners. And like I said once before, we're here to educate. We're not just here to try to get you to sell your home with us or get you to use us to help you find a home. Like, we really want to make sure that you're making the most informed and best decisions for yourself and for your family. So like I said, we could really, really go on and on and on. But instead of us going on and on and on, if you have any questions specifically, or if you want to leave any comments below, of course, you can always do so. We'll do our best to get back with you as soon as possible. Did you have anything else before we wrap it up?
No.
All right. Well, thank you again so much, guys, for tuning in to Wind Down Wednesdays. And I think that's it.
Check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dicks. He got a check.